6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 20 carries, 101 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Some trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. They go play action. Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Adams. This one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing, Mayfield. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And that'll be knocked away. It's is incomplete.
The Chargers had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, he has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What's good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 5.
Mayfield down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. The CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred it.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way down to the 42.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 41 yards. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield to throw it. Back to Renfro again, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Mayfield. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Now it's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And complete. Spiller out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Herbert back to the air. This will be caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Josh Palmer as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rolling to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Man open left side. It's Williams.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On second down, Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, David Edwards.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 7 yards there and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th.
Mayfield's throw complete here to Waller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mayfield with it once more.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mayfield down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass, brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1.
Mike Williams and his Charger offense getting set for the next series.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
That one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So that run there, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Raiders have recovered.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes, but 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard stripe. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. They'll run for it with Eckler. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.